What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Hey, welcome to another episode of JSNB Talk, where Jared, Stu, and Nikki B come and talk. But lately, Jared has worked overtime. Nick had a kid, so Stu comes and talks with his friends. So today, Stu's friends are Baldo, who you guys have seen a lot of, and hey, and that stranger down there in the bottom right, that's actually Jared. He is actually he's part of the original pod trio. He just doesn't exist in the pod trio all that often because he's making that Monet. Jared bought himself a house not too long ago. Exactly. He wanted something in Cumberland County. He wanted something in Cumberland County so that way he has more ties and it's harder for him to leave because he's essentially never going to leave South Central Pennsylvania. So that's he said that, not me. I don't know. Yep. Well, that's a conversation for a different time, and I don't want to get sad while we're doing the pod, so don't make me sad. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna happen. I wish it would happen. I really wish it would happen. Um, Gentlemen, big week. Big week. Well, actually, a couple things happened um, in the world of sports this past week. Number one, let's talk about the old. Well, no. You're involved in this too because the first thing that ended this weekend was one of Jared and my favorite golf tournaments on the calendar year. Actually, I say it's one of my favorite. I don't know if it's one of Jared's favorites, but it's one of my favorites. The Waste Management. That's right. So Jared and I saw. Uh, would you say it's one of your favorites that's not a major? That's not one of the four majors. Because that's really like when I say it, I'm like, okay, that's one of my favorites. That's not a major. I put it up there. I would say it's like that, and probably the players are probably the two my two favorites that are not majors. Well, perfect, perfect. So I think that the Waste Management, it's played at the same golf course every year, TPC Scottsdale, and it has one of the best finishes. The final three holes. Grammy is here, everybody. Grammy's here. Why is the chat not working on the screen? I don't understand. I don't know. Um, it has one of my favorite or one of the best finishes I think in all of golf. It has hole 16, which is designated the loudest hole in golf, very unconventional. It's essentially just a big party hole. Stop. No, and it's just one hole. It's not an entire event. Fair, fair. But I'm gonna move on before Baldo makes any more sense of this. Um, Hole 17. So after you play hole 16, you go to hole 17 where it's a drivable par four. So that's always fun to see the big dogs. Yes, and the big dogs just go for it, right? So you see eagles there, lots of birdies. It's a great hole. And then hole 18, you have water on the left side, and then you have the church pew bunkers that line the fairway farther up closer. It's a beautiful hole, and it's just a great one to watch the finish on. So one of my favorites. And Jared and I were at a Super Bowl party, and we were watching, and we watched our guy Scotty Chef completely collapse on the back nine and lose, and so we were both not very happy about that. Were we, Jared? We were not very happy about that. Yeah. Excellent, Brian. There we go. I think the chat is now working. Oh,
It's a good tournament, man. That's a good tournament. It's a good tournament.
So
A lot of
what
fun
makes it a good
music
tournament for
players.
you, Jared? Stewie's reasoning in my mind is more the course than the tournament itself.
Yeah, I like it because there's always uh, all pretty much all the players are there. All the real tippy top tier players, except maybe just a couple.
Yeah,
But there's typically all the good ones are there. I love the course. Big fan of the course. Big fan of courses in Arizona. Like that a lot. It's beautiful. I also like the environment. It's really cool, like what they've done and what it's become and all that. There's a video of Tiger back in mid '90s, I think, who and he made a hole in one on 16. And at that time, it wasn't built up to what it was today, but it was still like just ridiculously, unbelievably loud. So that's really cool. So yeah, a lot of good history and stuff
cool.
there. It's a really fun
That's
tournament
cool.
to watch.
Cool.
It's a good one.
So I have to ask you guys: have either one of you, first of all, have either one of you ever played that course?
No,
no. I would love to.
Okay.
no,
That would
All
be
right.
no.
great. And Jared would probably make
Yeah,
me play from the tips.
So second question: has either one of you
let's
ever
go.
had a hole in one?
Yes. I mean, Stewie has.
Stewie has.
Stewie
Nice,
Yeah.
Stu.
has.
Where at?
Yep. And who was with
Right.
you, Stewie?
My buddy Jared was there, and two rando schmando strangers that we got paired with.
Yeah.
It was down the road here at Armitage,
Really?
and yep, on the back nine, hole 14, downhill par three, about 125 yards. It was playing that day.
Yeah.
Pin was front, and hit a nice little pitching
Nice.
wedge down there. Landed it right in front of the
Yeah.
hole, and it trickled in. And I turned around and went like this to Jared. I went,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He did. That was
Nice.
funny. He dropped the club and was like,
Yep, and then let me tell you a little bit about a great feeling
like
in the
that.
game
Man,
of golf.
it was funny.
A great
It was funny.
feeling
I
in
was
the
like,
game
dude,
of
you got a
golf
hole in
is
one.
walking up to the green and not having to carry a putter. That was amazing. Walking right up there, and one of the strangers, one of the guys that we were playing with, he was a super cool guy. The other one, not so much. But the one guy who was he was pretty cool, and he pulled his phone out and like he recorded me walking up and pulling my ball out of the hole, and he's like
Nice.
everybody, you know, and he was clapping for me, and so he sent me that video. So I have the video, and I kept the ball. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. So,
Yep.
next question. Uh, just like a little interview here, Stu. How long you been playing golf?
So I started when I was a freshman at Valley Forge, so that would have been 2010. 2010.
About
So
14
yeah,
years.
14 years.
Yeah. How long
Yep.
you been playing, Jared?
I started when I was 10.
It's about 14 years.
It's about 14 years. Correct.
Yeah, 14 years.
Yeah,
According to Jared's math, yes, 14 years.
that's right. Yeah, about 14.
Oh, no, seriously. How long you
More
been
like
playing,
that.
Jared?
More like 23.
23 years. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty amazing that because yeah, I mean, hole in one. I would say that is probably the rarest feat in the world of sports.
Incorrect.
A hole-in-one.
Incorrect.
Incorrect.
I actually
Okay.
read a stat about this.
Here we go.
So
Okay.
it was talking about the hole-in-one in golf versus an albatross.
He said in
Okay.
all of sports, not in all of golf.
Right. But I'm saying the albatross, the percentage of like albatrosses to hole-in-ones, the albatross actually
it's
happens.
astronomical.
It happens less often than a hole-in-one. Which when I heard that, I was like, no way.
Oh yeah. Oh.
But then,
Huh?
So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
for
An
those
albatross is
of
good.
us who are for those of us who are illiterate when it comes to that, what's an albatross?
so an albatross is 3 under. So like on a par 5, you're in 2.
Yeah.
So it would mean
On a
you
par
stripe.
4, you're
you-
in 1. You get a
Yeah,
hole-in-one.
you get a hole-in-one on a 4. So it's like a you on a par 5, you stripe a big old drive down there, and then you got like a nice 3 wood, and you
It's
hit
a
it right at
double
the
eagle.
pin, and it rolls in. So you would finish with a
Gotcha.
2 on a par 5. So yeah, when they said that, I was like, at first I was like, dude, no way. I was like, hole-in-ones are like super hard. But then as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, you know what? You
think-
really don't like. I think last year, just at the Waste Management, they had like 2 or 3 hole-in-ones on 16 all weekend.
Really?
Yep.
I do remember that.
But
I do remember that.
but then you got the the albatross. Like I'm thinking, like, man, you don't see that for like you go months, years sometimes.
Well, has either one of you ever gotten an albatross?
I have not.
Garrett?
I have not. No. So
Jared,
an albatross
what's up,
or
dude? Come on.
yeah, or a double eagle. So it's between.
Oh, he's
Okay, I
looking it
guess
up.
depending. So it's depending on what you're talking about. So the odds vary. So it's either so. So again, it's a hole-in-one on a par 4 or a 2 on a par 5, and it varies between 6 million to 1 and 1 million to 1.
6
So I'm
million
pretty sure
in favor
6
of-
million to 1 would be the hole-in-one on a par 4, and 1 million to 1 would be the 2 on a par 5. And I'm pretty sure hole-in-one odds are it's 1 in like 13,000 on a par 3.
Wow, yeah, so that's not even close, actually. Holy heck.
So it's not even close.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you think
Just
about it,
interesting fact.
because if
Yeah.
you even
Yeah.
like for me on a par 5, most of the time out like being real green, like the green's not even reachable for me on my second shot, and if it is, I got to give it everything I got, and so
Sure.
to give it everything and still have like still be able to get it like right on the pin and roll it in, like that's hard. That's really hard.
Yeah.
That
I
would be
can't
hard.
I can't
That
even
would
get
be
it.
hard.
I can't even chip in from 50. I chip to the green from 50 and I 3-putt.
I think the farthest I've ever chipped in is probably about 25 yards. That's the farthest I've ever chipped in.
Okay.
Nice.
And that was actually that
Very
was
good.
actually out of freaking sand trap too. So
Ooh,
There you
Other
go.
than that,
like Jordan
still very good.
Spieth.
I mean, if you're talking,
Yeah.
you talk about like odds to get a hole-in-one on a par 3. That's anywhere from what, like let's say 80 yards to 220 yards,
220,
depending on the par
Right.
3. So
right,
that compared to getting, let's say, a 2 on a par 5, anywhere from a short par 5, let's do 490 to 650, right? Get a 2
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
hole.
yeah,
Or to get a hole-in-one on a par 4, which is anywhere from what, like let's say on average 350 to 450. Yeah, the odds are going to be a lot
that's-
higher.
Yeah, that's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
All this being said, it would be easy to hear those things and assume that I am a better golfer than Jared, but that is just not true. Jared is far superior. His golf game is significantly better than mine. I was
dude,
just
stop! You're making
I
me
was
blush.
just the blind squirrel that found the nut that day.
Yeah,
That's all.
Hey,
So
hey. Even, that's
Oh.
that's the saying, man. Even a blind squirrel
Oh,
finds a nut
man.
once in a while.
but
oh man, and,
it
and
is-
then I had to poke and pry Stewie, a little bit after he made the hole-in-one too, because it was funny. So it was like, was he made the hole-in-one and the next hole was a par 5 or whatever, and I don't know. I said something like, "Well, it doesn't matter if you get a hole-in-one if you double the next hole." Like,
And-
doesn't
and I probably did.
matter.
But I'll be honest, I was like shaking. I was like so excited. I was like ah, like I couldn't calm down. I was shaking. And I was like, I don't even care what happens. We got like
Yeah.
4 holes
dude.
left. I was like, I don't even care. I just want to post a picture of my ball and post this video and tell everybody. And
That was
uh,
at Armitage.
yeah, yep,
Yeah. Just right down the street.
Nice.
yep. It was a
Nice.
good time.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Jared,
Wow.
were you
Yeah.
with me the other week? I don't
I
think you
can't
were.
wait till I get one, Byron.
When I played at Range End,
Me too.
and I chipped in there. That was the longest chip in I've ever had at Range End or anywhere. But I think I chipped in from like 100. It like
Get out of town.
no joke. And I was with somebody from it must have been Taylor if it wasn't you, Taylor Group. But I
It's a
chipped
wedge
up.
shot. That's not a chip shot.
Okay,
From
wedge
100
shot.
yards.
Yeah, wedge
It's
shot.
a wedge shot. You hit it in.
So I hit the shot up there, and there was like the sun was behind, and there was a big like glare on the green.
Couldn't
So
see
like
it.
I was kind of doing one of these, and I saw like the ball disappear, and I like turned to Taylor. I'm like, did that go in the hole? He's like, no, no. He's like, I think it rolled off the back, because of the glare, but you're not seeing it, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh okay. And then there was a guy in front of us. He was playing by himself, an older man, probably in his 60s, 70s. And when we drove up, he's just standing there smiling and like looking over our way. And I looked down and I was like, hey. He's like, who was that? I said, who was what? And he goes, who put that in? I was like, I was like, did it go in? He's like, yeah, it went in. He's like, I heard it from here. So it was pretty cool. So I walked up there and
That is
he
cool.
congratulated me there. So, man, golf is fun. Golf is so fun. Tiggy
It
Tig.
is if you.
Yeah,
Go
Brian.
The
Golf is
biggest-
fun.
I love it. I enjoy the game. It's just I don't play enough to be good at it. So it just
Yeah, but
it
you don't have
frustrates
to.
me.
You can just go out and have a good time,
No.
even if you play bad.
True. That's true. That's true. Just act like the hazards aren't even there.
Yep,
So
just pretend like they're not even there.
Just pretend like it's not even there. Nick, where you going? Just pretend like it's not even
Yeah.
there, man.
That's it. That's it.
I'd say the most fun I've ever had in a game of golf. I was golfing with a friend of ours from that we grew up with, Hans Fickner, and he brought his dad, Chuck, and man, Chuck was just walking down the fairway, and he didn't even stop when he got to his ball. Like it was just like one motion. He's like stepping and swinging, and he would roll the ball like 50 yards, and then he would just keep walking to it, right? And he would do it again. And Hans was like, Dad, like, take your time. Like, you got time, just step up to your heels. Hey, I know what I'm doing. It was okay. It's like, it was fun to watch.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
So
time.
Did he wait for you guys when you guys got to the green?
No, because
I'm
we
sure
were
he
like,
was
we
done.
would hit one shot, like, like we could hit a ball 200 yards, but he would hit a ball 6 times to get it 200 yards. So he just kept going to keep
Oh, my
to keep up
goodness.
with us, because it was like he was bowling. He was just rolling the ball down the fairway. There was
That's
no
fantastic.
lift. But
That's
hello to all
fantastic.
the people. So we got Grammy in there. We got Kyle. Actually, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. So, but hello,
to all the
people.
We got Grammy. We got Kyle.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought there was some more
one of the,
people in there, but
one of the funniest things, Stewie, is when you, me, what was it? Was it me, you, Boatman, Kyle, Daniel, and his kid? Oh yeah, that's right. We
Yeah.
all 5 of us. We went down and played that one course, which I play again, but it was on the second hole.
What was that
and
course
Kyle was like pissed off that somebody like hit into us. It's like one of the funniest things ever. Kyle doesn't ever play golf. It's
Hi,
just completely
Michaela.
Unexpected.
sorry.
He's like, man, he's like, all these people, he's like, they're hitting into us, man. Now I'm mad. So he grabs his driver or whatever. I don't know if he baseball gripped it or what, but he like Happy Gilmore's it. There goes at his ball and just smokes it. Just absolutely pure. The sound of it was pure. Just smokes it. I don't know if it went straight because I think I fell.
Oh,
out of the
no,
car.
it went
So
straight.
hard. It's just pure. And I was like, bro, that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen because he doesn't golf. He's not a golfer. So the odds of something like that happening where
Yeah.
he just
Yeah.
yours it is
Well,
not
it's-
there, and it happened. And I was like, bro, that is really funny.
Well, what's funny
I
is he was
laughing very hard.
he was mad. He was complaining about people hitting us, but then he goes up and peers that one, and he hit into the group in front of us because he was not expecting to stripe the ball as clean as he did, and
Now
he
mind
kind
you,
of hit it right at the group in front of us. I was like, dude.
now mind you, never mind.
No, go ahead.
No, never mind.
No, go ahead.
I
Jared,
forgot what I was gonna say.
no, you don't. This is JSNB
Yeah, I
Talk. We
do.
talk about everything.
Dude, I straight up forgot what I was gonna say.
You don't forget.
I did. I
You're being a
forgot.
chicken.
100%. No, 100%. I
You
forgot.
bet you bet your sweet chickens.
Bet your sweet
You
chickens
bet
he
your
didn't
you
forget.
bet your sweet chickens I forgot.
Bet your sweet bippy.
That's like that's how
That's
it is,
right.
Brian. Bet your sweet
Yep.
bippy.
Yep.
Bet your sweet
That's
freaking
right,
chickens I
baby.
forgot.
All right.
Sweet
Well,
frickin'
I'm
chickens.
not.
so
Yeah, that's right.
we finished
We
up
can
the
go back
golf
and play that
tournament.
course. That was a good course.
Heritage Hills, by the way, is the name of that golf
Heritage
course.
Hills.
Yep.
Go play
Nice
that
So
course. That
course.
was good.
we finished up watching Scotty Scheffler lose, and then we rolled right into the Super Bowl, where it was looking really really good for a while. For my guy Brock Purdy, and then Pat Mahomes, and pulled it out in OT, and that made us all very very sad. At least me, it made me very sad. I don't know if you guys were sad, but I'm as a Broncos fan, man. Number one, I don't like that guy, and number two, I don't like that the Broncos have to play him twice a year for like the next 10 years. So
You don't like that guy, and you don't like that guy.
I don't like that guy, and I don't like that guy, and I don't like
I
I
mean,
don't
like
That's right.
if you don't like that guy, then you just don't like him.
and I
Simple
don't
as
like
that.
Travis Kelsey, and I just don't like that guy, and I don't like that guy either.
Simple as that.
But it is what it
Mahomes and
is.
Motto.
Yeah, dude, that's actually a pretty good commercial. I like that.
It is
A lot of
good,
people
yeah,
think that's
yeah.
super corny, and it is, but that's why it's funny. So, but yeah, what do you guys think?
So
Super
Jared,
Bowl?
so Jared, you're telling me that you actually watched the entire Super Bowl?
I don't know. Did we?
Yeah.
Kind of like on and off. Kind of like on and
Wow.
off.
I mean,
Yeah, because
I did.
we were playing cards and stuff, and I was eating a lot of buffalo chicken dip and all that good stuff. So yeah, we watched the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I was really hoping Purdy would bring it home, but oh well.
Yep. Oh well,
You know,
such is life. Am I right? At the
what
end of the
what
day, we
can
were going to work the next day, just the
what
same.
what
So,
what
so
can you
Jared,
do?
who are you hoping, like at the beginning of the football season, who are you hoping, who are you rooting for to make the Super Bowl?
To be honest with
There's
you,
only one right answer
I
here.
don't. Yeah, I don't ever care until the Super Bowl. So like, I'll talk to Stu. Everyone's like, oh yeah, week 3 or whatever, and I was like, bro, I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. So then when the Super Bowl rolls around, it's like, oh hey, this team or this team's playing. Like, I would have been okay with like the Lions making it because that would have been pretty crazy, right?
Thank you. Thank you.
I do like actually I like Brady, but at the time when it was just like the Patriots in every single Super Bowl, it was kind of like, okay, man, like this is getting really boring, really old. Now it's freaking idiot and the other idiot in the Super Bowl, the Chiefs, like every year, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of getting like whatever.
The Kansas City
So
Swifties.
it would have been cool if like it was the Lions or but even the Niners because I like Purdy a lot. So I was kind of really I was rooting for Purdy, but
all right.
oh well.
I mean, it would have been nice to see like the Bills and the Lions. That's who I was rooting for, but
Yeah, I
it
mean,
was the thing about it is it was a decent game. It is what it is, and I'm the same way, Jared. When I gets down to it, I'm like, once my team's out of it, I'm like, I don't really freaking care.
I'm here for the.
I just want to see good football.
I'm here for the chicken
Here for
exactly.
the nachos.
I'm here for the buffalo
Yeah.
chicken dip and the socializing and the card games. Like that's fun. I'm like, oh, what's going on? Oh, come on, Purdy. Like, they lost. Oh, okay, cool, whatever.
But where were you guys at?
Here we are, a few days later.
A guy from the tank department, from Vitro. Well, it's a guy that he used to work in the tank department. Now he's the Vitro Operational Excellence Manager. Kent Boatman. His house in Dillsburg.
Right.
He had a bunch of. He used to work in the tank. Was on Crew 1 with Jared and I when we were both on Crew 1.
Yep.
And so he had a bunch of the old Crew 1 tank guys over to his house. So we played some cards in the afternoon, had snacks, and then we rolled right into the Super Bowl. So it's pretty
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
Michaela, my reason for not liking Travis
pretty
Kelsey
fun.
is pretty selfish, I guess you could say. It's because Travis Kelsey and Pat Mahomes both exist in the AFC West, as do the Denver Broncos. And so as a Denver Broncos fan, I cannot like either one of them because they're good. That's pretty much it. Because they're good.
So let me ask you, Aaron, since they are in your conference, your division, once your team is out of it, do you not root for them?
See, dang it, Brian. See, you bring this up, and now I'm going to get myself in a predicament because I will call it. I will call a spade here, Jared. I will use your saying, and I will call a spade a spade. I am a hypocrite when it comes to this. Okay, here's my reason why. In baseball, I will preach to my brother that because he's a Braves fan. So like I was telling him last year, I was like, dude, I was like, the Braves are out. Like, root for the Phils, right? Like, because if the Phillies win, right, you can say, well, we're playing in the best division in baseball, and you lost to the World
Right.
Series champions, and blah blah blah. But in
Right.
football, I cannot bring myself to root for the Chiefs. I can't. And so in football, I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, I'm not rooting for a division rival, right? And I don't know why I'm that way. I don't know what the difference is and why over here it's okay and over here it's not. But that's the beautiful part about sports. Am I right? You make your
You're a
own rules.
hypocrite.
That's right.
I'm a
That's right.
hypocrite.
I the only
That's
reason I
why.
ask
That's
because
why.
that that's the way that I am. If I so for instance, the Niners beat my Lions, so I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna root for the Niners in the bowl, And when it comes to baseball,
Yeah.
whoever wins the National League, that's who I'm rooting for. I'm a National League guy, so you know, so just
Yeah.
different.
So like I rooted for the Braves, and that was a little hard to do back in 2019 when they won the World Series. Um, but
Yeah,
that wasn't necessarily a Phillies or Braves situation. It was because the commissioner of baseball moved the All Star game out of Atlanta like at the
yeah,
last minute because of their like racist voting laws or whatever. And
right.
everybody said like that was such a farce, which I agreed. And then then they made it to the World Series, so it was like, well, what are you gonna do? Move the World Series out of Atlanta? Like, haha.
Yeah, right,
So I was just
right.
rooting for them to win, just to stick it to the man, because sports are
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
It's not politics, right? Separate the two. Play your sport.
That's
That's it.
right.
So,
That's right. So,
um,
so
yeah.
on the same note, Jared. So, are there golfers that you don't root for,
That I actively don't root for.
or that you say, well, I don't want to see him win, or
Yes.
whatever? I mean, obviously outside of the guys who defected,
Oh, the
if you want to call it
defectors.
that. Yes, the defectors.
Yes,
So,
the
I
defectors.
would assume that with your mentality towards the
Defectors.
other tour, that you don't want to see those guys come back and win. But other than
Correct.
that, on the PGA, is there anybody that you say, can't
You
stand the
know,
guy?
to be honest, not quite. There are a couple guys that kind of irk me. One is Patrick Crapley or Patrick Cantlay. And me and Stewie are kind of on the same page
Patrick
because
can't play fast.
he's just kind of it's not like, oh man, yeah, I really dislike this guy. Not really. He just kind of irks me because he's just kind of unnecessarily irritating. He's not really doing anything wrong, but it's like, bro,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
the way that you're kind
yeah,
of doing things is just kind of irritating, you know? And then there's a couple other guys on the tour that, like, hey, this guy's always, walking around with a visor. Like, bro, like
yeah.
that was my grandma and grandpa used to wear a visor when they were playing golf 40 years ago. It's just kind of, you know what I'm saying? But if it's like, oh man, I really don't like this guy, I really don't want him to win. Not really. No. Now,
Okay.
guys on the other tour, like when they come to majors and they're near the leaderboard, then yeah, I'm getting pissed off and I will bang off work and I will accept the absenteeism and the write ups because I won't go to work and I'll watch that tournament to make sure that those guys don't
Wow.
don't win.
So by
Wow.
you by
Okay.
you by
That's kind
you
of that's
watching
that's
the
kind of where I'm at when it comes to the defectors.
so by you watching the
Yeah.
tournament, that's preventing them from winning.
No, I just want to focus all of my time and attention. I don't want to miss a beat. To
Hey,
them,
you never
if they
know, Stu.
lose,
You
you
just
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they lose,
you
now
just
if they
never know.
win, I'm gonna regret that decision. But it's a coin toss. You know what I'm saying?
I would say
Yeah.
the people that Jared and I think share a couple people that we used to not root for. Two people in particular that I can think of, and they both defected. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so along the same lines, there is a gentleman that attends the church that I go to
Mm.
that it just irritates the snot out of me.
Mm.
When
I
What's his
it's
name?
golf. No, I'm not going there.
he said
um,
no,
just,
not touching that one.
I played golf with him. I've played pool with him.
Jim.
Softball. I mean, it's just it doesn't matter what we're doing. I'm like, dude, oh, just make my eyes bleed, man.
Oh
So
man.
anyway,
Yeah.
How long
so
have
Just
you
one of
and this
those
Stu knows
person
one
who.
of those individuals that just irks you. Yeah.
Yes, oh,
Yeah.
much so. Stu knows who he is, so but
Stewie, you know who he is.
how long
yeah,
have you known
yeah.
this person? Like a long time?
Uh, well, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, there was he had a child in youth group with you.
I know who you're talking about. Oh man,
No,
that's
but
funny.
it's just I'm like, oh
I
my
think.
gosh, eh, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just sports too. I mean, I'm just like, oh my goodness, dude, give it a rest. So anyway,
Okay.
Anywho,
all right.
Okay. Yeah,
real
I
quick,
got that.
Brian Grammy would like to know how is that new grandson?
He is
How's
doing
that
well.
new
The
grandson?
child is precocious. Nick sent a picture the other day. It was like 2 weeks old, and laying on his stomach, holding his head up. So
Whoa, big news.
pretty, yeah, yeah. He'll be raining in the threes here pretty soon. Just the old
Yes.
Princeton form. So
I gotta talk to
raining
Nick
in
and
the
figure
threes.
out when I'm going down there.
Yeah,
Probably in two
yeah.
weeks or
I think
three
we're headed.
weeks.
Well, I think we're headed down sometime in March.
Okay.
Then we're going down in for sure in May again.
Okay.
So it is what it is.
I'll have to talk to him.
But he's doing well, man. Yeah, he's doing
Excellent.
well. Just Nick, I was talking. You were in on this one, I think, Stu, the other day when Nick was talking about the good old diaper rash
Mm,
and
butt
using the
paste.
butt paste. Yeah, the butt paste on the diaper rash. It works. It does wonders. Believe me.
Yep.
So, not that I've ever used it on myself, but I mean,
Right.
Brian,
it
when
is what
Brian
it
I,
gets
is.
diaper rash, he puts his butt paste on.
I should hope not. We'll have to ask Mary.
Well, I was telling Stu, Jared, that I had a buddy that I played softball with, and when we would play tournaments, and he would chafe, and he
Oof.
would take the whole take a handful of this butt paste and it would go into shorts and on the crack. So it does work wonders.
Okay. Hey,
All right.
cool. So it's butt paste. B-U-T-T
Yes, butt paste.
paste.
Paste. Yep.
That is it.
Yep.
Butt paste.
And
Okay.
Grammy, as soon as I can get pictures, I mean, we're waiting for Nick to come back on. So, I mean, you guys haven't heard the name yet. So we're just waiting for Nick to come back on and divulge that information, and we'll get you pictures as soon as we can, Grammy.
Yep. When Nick makes his appearance, we'll get some pictures and
Now,
we'll throw them up here on the screen for sure. But
yep.
we want Nikki
Most
B to be able
def.
to share that info. So.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
All right. Well, really quick, really quick. After the Super Bowl, another big news happened in the world of sports. It's that time, Brian. Dude,
It
it's
is,
that
baby.
time.
It is.
Uh,
It is, baby.
Philadelphia Phillies pitchers and catchers reported yesterday. I'm not sure. I know it was a span Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Pitchers and catchers were required to report. Each team was different. So, but the Phillies reported yesterday. I don't know about the Mets, but all pitchers and catchers are now in spring training. Spring training ball
Yep.
starts next Thursday, I believe, the 24th. Saturday, the 24th.
Yep.
And then we'll have baseball until November.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Let's go.
I'm sure you love baseball, right, Jared?
100%. Yeah.
No? All
So
right,
Jared
cool.
Jared
Good
came
job.
around last year, um,
Really?
and he got to Junior Benders here says go O's.
Oh,
I got nothing
jeez.
against the O's, man. If I had an
Well,
American League
they
team, it would
are
be the O's.
an upcoming team. They got some great young players, man.
Yep.
Great
Yes, they
young
do.
players,
Two guys
and,
just
they're
came
only
up.
getting better.
Two guys just came up last year, and the other, maybe the best out of the three of them, isn't even here yet.
Yeah.
Another one's
Yeah.
on his way. So,
Who's that?
Jackson Holiday.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His dad was a stud.
Yep. So,
His dad
yeah,
was a stud.
their minor league system is like it's wild. Like it's stocked, and it should be because of how bad they've been for as long as they've been. But
So long. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
but with the talent they have there, I mean, they could be around in the American League now for a long time.
Yeah.
So,
That's it.
which I'm
I
I'm
think.
for it.
Yeah. Well, it's new blood, man.
Yeah,
I mean, get rid of the freaking Yankees. Get rid of the
get them
Dodgers.
out.
All those guys. Yeah. Get
Yep,
them out.
get them out.
Get some new blood in there.
Bring in the
So
Phils.
so
Bring in
we
the
are looking at
O's.
this date today.
Today's the
Today's the
15th.
15th.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 23 days until the second best day. Well, actually, it's the third best day of the year. First best day of the year is my anniversary, and that's the first best. Second best day, I'd say second best day. So, yeah, third best day is the day that they bring back the McRib every year. So, other than that, we're good.
Wait, is that like the same day every year?
No, it's not. It
Oh,
changes. So,
so you got to do
so
research on this, the McRib.
I do, I do. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay. So because we kind of talked about this earlier with the McRib, and actually, where was I? Didn't I text you like last year from somewhere?
yeah, you were down south somewhere, I think.
Yeah,
Weren't you
where
like in
was I?
Virginia or
Oh yeah, I
somewhere?
might have been in
Were you
Virginia.
in
Yeah,
Virginia?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and there was I went through the drive-through and they had advertised the McRib.
Yeah.
What is it about the McRib?
Rib. I don't know,
Because
dude.
like
I
I'm
mean,
a
I'm not even a big barbecue guy. Barbecue ribs. It just kind of But that
ugh.
McRib, dude, I'm like, dude. I did, so when they come back every day for lunch, I get a McRib
Every day.
every freaking day. Jared, have you ever had a
Ugh.
McRib?
I have not.
Oh man, you don't know what you're missing.
I know. I really don't. I have never had a McRib.
I think I've had
Dude,
it
come
one
on, man.
time, and it was like okay. I don't remember it being like
Yeah?
that great where I got to eat it every day. Did they come
Oh,
with like
dude.
onions and pickles and all that?
Yep. Yep.
Ugh,
Onions and pickles.
gross, gross,
Oh,
gross.
dude, it bangs.
Why does
It
it only
bangs.
come back once a year?
Because nobody
And
likes it
McDonald's
because it's not good.
that is not even true, man. I mean, there's websites dedicated to this thing.
There's
So,
websites
I don't
dedicated
know,
to a
Jared.
lot of things.
Well, that is true. But, I mean, I think they have a McRib tracker where, any place in the United States that has a McRib available, you can go online and find out where it's at.
That's
So,
really
there you
funny.
go.
McRib tracking.
So, would you
Yeah.
say you would celebrate, or maybe you wouldn't? Maybe it would lose the appeal if McDonald's were to make this a regular. If they were to say,
Oh,
"Hey, we're gonna create a new value meal on number 12 or number 14 or whatever it is. It's a McRib value meal, and it's gonna be here for
yeah.
forever." You would be here for it?
Yeah. Oh, baby, would I
You
ever?
think you would get sick
My
of it
wife
Oh,
if
would.
it was
baby.
here all the time?
Oh, baby. No, no,
No.
not at all.
Ugh.
No way. Come on,
Gross.
man. So,
Gross. Gross.
dude, I don't. I don't get that. So it's a really popular sandwich. I mean, I know most people look at it and say you either love it or you hate it. There's no. It's okay. There's nobody in between. So, but why do restaurants do that? Why do they take stuff away that I
Because
mean,
I'll tell you exactly why, Brian. And you've already said the answer to this question. Because if they bring the McRib back periodically,
If they bring the McRib, if they
then
bring the McRib,
if they
that's what he
bring,
just said. That's what he just said, Byron. He just said if they bring the McRib.
I did say that.
You
Mary
did. You said the
said
McRib.
Mary
You
says
said the
Brian would
McRib.
weigh 400 pounds. McRibs, yuck. But
Yeah,
no,
but he would weigh 40 pounds if he was eating McRibs
if
because
they
they
brought
don't.
the if they brought the McRig back full time, Brian, you would not eat it every day for lunch. But
Yeah, I would.
no, you
I
wouldn't.
would.
No, no, no,
I
no,
Only
no,
would.
for
no.
a certain
Dude,
amount
so
of
okay.
time.
So let
Only
me
for
tell
a
you
certain
something,
amount
Stu.
of time, Byron.
So I am like very much like you two. All right. I like my stuff the way that I like my stuff. So I for a while I worked for Blue Shield for a while for 5 years.
Ooh,
Right
okay.
over on. All right. I worked there for 5 years,
I
and
used to have
there
Blue
was a
Shield.
McDonald's that was about a mile away, and every day for lunch for 5 years I would go get a
Stop.
I would. I would. It was a
Jeez, Byron.
quarter pounder with cheese
Oh,
meal. That's what I ate every day for lunch for 5 years.
Every day?
Every day. Bear was beside herself.
How do you not weigh
She was.
700 pounds?
Dude,
because he
hey,
Oh my
exercises.
I'm
gosh.
telling you. So,
He
little
exercises. He
UBI
rides around
here.
on an
Uh,
electric bike.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
See?
yes.
Well, that
Good.
was
So
way
he
before that,
so he
though, dude.
sits down.
I was, Air was concerned, obviously,
She
because
should be.
of my cholesterol. She said, "Brian, your cholesterol's got to be horrible." Like, all right. So she finally made me go get it checked, and my cholesterol was actually better than hers. So I'm like,
Oof.
So
so every day.
science.
So to debunk your theory, Aaron, yes, every day I would eat
That
a
is
McRib.
ugh. Kyle says McDonald's isn't even the best fast food, Baldo. Come on.
Oh, I
So
agree.
I know
I
your
the rest of McDonald's food,
cholesterol.
I can't stand the rest of their food.
so what would you
So
say? Okay, so in a world where the McRib never exists and you have to pick a different fast food place to go get your fast food from, and let's quickly define fast food. Fast food, I would say, is if it has a drive-through,
well,
or you
I
can,
don't think
well, how do you
I
define
don't think
fast
you can
food?
Yes,
have
yes. It's a place with a drive-through.
I don't
Because
think so. I don't.
you can't say you can't say Five Guys is fast food because it's not.
Yeah,
You
I
can
wouldn't say
get
Five Guys is
you
fast
you
food.
can get it quickly or you can get it fast, but fast food like fast food is a drive-through.
What about Sheets? Is that fast food?
No,
No,
like you can
No.
no. You
no,
can get
because
it
What do you
quickly,
mean
like
no?
you can have,
because
but fast food was literally like created because like hey, you can get your food fast, just no, but literally
No,
like
no,
driving
I
up
can be in
like
dude.
driving up, ordering it, driving to the next window, and it being ready that is like the creation of fast food
Okay, well,
was a drive through. I
well,
mean,
then in that case, then there's a lot of drive-through restaurants that are not fast food
that's true. Like the
because
Burger King right up
oh
here in
my,
Enola.
and the McDonald's over here on Wesley
okay,
Drive.
So
okay.
here, hold
All
on, hold
right,
on. Let me try.
just as like a very broad generalization.
Let me try to throw a different definition out there, right? Because Five Guys is like when you go in and order Five Guys, they turn around and they throw your burger patty on the grill, and they drop your fries, right? They
Yeah,
cook
that's
it all.
not fast food.
So to me, I would say fast food is the food is already made, and then when
Correct.
you order it, they slap it together. So like Kyle said, Chipotle is
Oh,
fast food. I would agree because everything's already made, and they're just scooping it in like into a bowl or onto a burrito shell. They wrap it up, and you're gone.
But
I guess
Chipotle's not really
so.
fast food. They kind of made it as like they kind of adopted the fast food, I guess, model a little bit, but not, but like it's
But I can go into Chipotle and I can have a burrito made all maybe just a
I
tad
no
bit
no no
longer than, but
I
all in almost the same amount of time as I can get a value meal at McDonald's.
I understand that, but I think
It
what
was
they did was
sheets.
just like, hey, we're gonna make this, we're gonna speed up the process. I don't think Chipotle is like, yeah, we're a fast food restaurant, because typically when people think fast food, like
Well, we're not
McDonald's, Burger
asking
King,
for
Taco Bell, like
Chipotle's definition. We're asking for
no,
our definition.
I'm just saying, like Chipotle, no, no,
Okay,
no,
then but by that definition, then what's sheets? I can't
So
believe it because
Sheets,
I can
no,
walk into
it's
because
a
Sheets.
gas station.
So let me hold on. So I can walk into Sheets and typically we eat there a lot. We eat there a lot. All right. So I can walk in and order Mayor's meal and my meal and be back out the door in probably about 7 minutes.
7 minutes is too long, and I'll tell you why. Because when you go,
Oh
listen,
my
listen, listen.
goodness.
When you go in and order your food, what do you order?
Usually I order. So my go-to is what they call the Big Ma's. It's a hamburger with
Let's go! Same, but I do it with the chicken and not the burger.
Oh, you know what else I eat? So I used to get their uh, Big Ma's on a pretzel roll, and they did away with the pretzel roll for some unknown, stupid reason. But I get it now. You got to try this, Kyle or Aaron. You got to try this, and it is the Big Ma's on a waffle bun.
On a waffle
The
bun.
Big Ma's on a waffle
Oh
bun. So they're
boy,
little waffles.
jeez.
They're little waffles. And it's that, oh, dude, it bangs. It
Okay.
bangs. I'm telling you.
So I would
So
say,
anyway, so that's what I typically order, and Mare typically gets a veggie sub, a 6-inch veggie sub. That's what she orders. Yeah, I don't get it either,
Mayor, we
but
need to talk about that. But I would say,
yeah.
so your Big Mott's sandwich, right? You're gonna go in there and you're gonna order it, and they're gonna turn around and they're gonna throw the burger patty on the grill, and they're gonna drop the mozzarella sticks in the fryer. It's not.
No, they don't. The burgers are pre-made, dude. The burgers are pre-made.
Are
Burger
they?
the mozzarella stick, yeah, they are. I'm
All right.
telling you, dude,
Okay.
I worked for Sheets for a year,
Okay. Well, what about the
so.
cheese sticks? You gotta fry those bad
Cheese
boys.
sticks, they do. Yeah. But still, I mean, it's still in and out in 7 minutes. Oh, here. So, Mayor just sent me the definition of fast food. I got to put on my
Oh,
freaking glasses to read it.
Baldo's got to get his
So,
glasses on.
it says it is a noun. How about that? Food that can be prepared quickly and easily and is sold in restaurants and snack bars as a quick meal or to be taken out.
Restaurants or snack bars,
Mentions
not gas
nothing.
stations.
What? Oh my goodness, dude, you're
Yep.
killing me. Kidding me.
Mayor just made
So,
my point. Thanks, Mayor.
We could simplify this, right? Like, oh, what is fast food? It's junk, it's crap, it's terrible, and you should never ingest it.
oh,
Simple
come
as
on,
that.
man.
Yeah, wow, way to be a buzzkill.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
really.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to end all the debate. What is junk food?
Well, you know what?
That's what it is.
I'm jumping off. I'm no longer Team Jared. I'm Team Brian. Because you know why? Because Sheets has a drive-through over on Cumberland Parkway. So
They do. They
I'm
do.
I'm I'm on Team Brian now because Jared just made me mad. So if the McRib never existed and we're not eating at McDonald's, what would be your number one fast food joint?
Sheets. I mean,
Sheets.
uh, yeah,
Okay.
sheets. If we're
why
not
do you love
if we're
sheets
not
so much?
why?
Yeah, why?
Because their food is good. It's fresh. It's always fresh. So I'm telling you, dude. So I worked there for a year. They change their condiments every 4 hours. The hot dogs are thrown out every, I think it's 2.5 to 3 hours. Everything is fresh. So, and like Aaron said, like their fries are all done when you order them. The mozzarella sticks are all done when you order them. So everything's fresh. So, and they're quick and easy. So that's what it's about.
All right.
So if we're not considering that fast food, then I'm probably Burger King.
Oh, you just made Kyle really happy.
Yeah.
Burger
Yeah,
King.
Kyle loves
So
Burger King.
I
He
love their
loves
their
Burger King.
original chicken sandwiches,
Oh yes.
and
Oh, I love when they're 2 for $5. Am I right?
yeah, they're good.
Mm.
They're good.
I
So
bet you I eat mine different than
Oh,
yours. I just get mine with
I
cheese
bet,
and ketchup.
dude, I get. Oh my, Grammy's influence there.
Yeah, except for
So I
there's
get
meat on
mine.
my sandwich.
Well, That's
Not just ketchup on
Not just
bread.
ketchup on white bread, rolled in half like a taco. Gross.
oh my.
Hey,
So,
Grammy.
Jared, what do you
um,
got? Oh, sorry,
What?
Brian. Sorry, go ahead.
no, it's all right. No, I'm done.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say something.
No.
Jared, what do you got? Favorite fast food
What do I
joint?
got?
You had to know this was coming. You should be prepared.
You eat fast food, Jared?
On Saturdays.
Yes, yes, I do, Brian. Yes, I do. I
And
do. I'm human natural. I do indulge in fast food. It's terrible. I
that's
shouldn't, but I
good.
do.
So, what
But I
fast
do.
food do you indulge in?
We talking like coast to coast?
Sure.
Because I don't have a universal.
Yeah.
West Coast is going to be In and Out,
Oh
and
yeah,
Ooh,
East
In and
In-N-Out.
Out
Coast is
Burger,
going to be
baby.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. All right. I can deal with those. Those are
So you
good,
said
man. In
In-N-Out
and
and
Yeah,
Out's great.
Chick-fil-A?
yeah. Actually, Chick-fil-A is on the West Coast in a couple of locations, just a couple.
Really? That's because
Yeah,
the owner of Chick-fil-A loves
um,
Jesus and California doesn't love Jesus.
In and Out.
So,
In and Out is on the West Coast. They got some locations over, but no, yeah, it goes like In and Out West Coast, Chick-fil-A East Coast, and it's funny too because it's not, it's it's absolutely, and you can ask any Californian this, absolutely a California thing. It's not.
It
Oh my
is.
gosh, In and Out is so good. It's amazing food. Blah blah. No, it's good food, but it's not like it's absolutely a Californian thing. We're incredibly biased. It's because we're Californians. In and Out is the thing. Like that's just it. Period. Turn the
So
page. But it's not like crazy good fast food. It's good, but it's not like
so I have to
you
say,
know.
Jared, that we went there. We went to on vacation when Nick was 16, and we went out there for a week and stayed in San Diego. And
Mm-hmm.
we had In and Out
Nice.
Burger, I think every day for lunch.
There you go.
And I
San
have to
Diego,
agree.
baby.
Yeah, yeah. So the other place. So since we're talking about this,
In
there's
and Out is
another
also
place
fish
that
owned also too.
is it. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
You know
I
the
did
bottom
not
of the
know.
cup. Have you ever looked at the bottom of
Yeah.
the cup? Yeah, it's got John
No.
3:16 on the bottom.
Does it really?
what,
Yeah.
In-N-Out?
Inside or outside?
Yeah. It's so at the bottom of the cup, like in the inside of the edge,
Really?
whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's John 3:16
Nice.
on it. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know
Nice.
that.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever heard of Whataburger?
Yep. I was just going to say
I've
that.
heard of it.
It is. That's a banging burger.
Mm.
So we were out down in Destin, Florida, and they have a Whataburger that was probably about a mile from um, our place where we were staying. And every day for lunch, I had Whataburger.
What
So
Every
is
day
it?
it
for
was.
lunch.
Man,
Dude,
you are a
this
creature of
whole this
habit,
whole
aren't
thing
you?
of every day for
I
lunch.
am.
Every day
Good
for lunch. I
lord.
had this every day for lunch. There's a movie. There's some movie that's like got some character in it that does every day for lunch. He has dude, The Office. Jim Halpert, dude, every day for lunch, my ham and cheese sandwich, dude. Like
Yep.
that's
Man,
that's
Brian
that's
is just like,
that's Brian, dude.
Hey, I. That's why my
Yeah.
wife hates cooking for me.
You
So
said
I
you
eat
were
the
in
same
Florida
thing
when you
over
had
and over.
what a burger?
Yeah.
Have you ever eaten at
Yep.
the Comeback Shack?
A what?
The Comeback Shack. It's literally called the Comeback Shack.
never even
As in like
heard
you
of that.
as in like you come back.
To the
Yeah,
shack.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm
So,
pretty sure its origination is like Florida. They have other locations too. One of them's in Boone, North Carolina. I swear to stick me to it once. They love it. My dad loves it. I will say this: the shakes are very good, and the fries are, dude. They season their fries pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. It
Really?
was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. Yeah. So I can see why it's called the Comeback Shack. It's kind of like, haha, yeah, like I'm coming back. Um, but it's pretty good.
Imagine
Yeah, it's
that.
pretty
Coming
good. I'm
back.
not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it originated in Florida, and they got one location in Boone, North
Nice.
Carolina, and that's it. Yeah.
Hey, I'm
Shack.
gonna
What about you, Stu?
hold 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen here, Brian. If you want to look at the Facebook, I'm gonna show you what Jared was talking about with the In-N-Out cup. I found a picture of it online.
Oh, you found a picture.
Yep. So underneath,
Nice.
on the very bottom, underneath the lip there, is where it's
Check
located.
that out.
That's pretty
How
cool.
about that?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
not know
Nice.
that.
Yep.
Did not know that either.
Yeah. So
Yep.
when I
But
went
there you go.
to Fresno for work, like a work trip, my hotel was literally right beside an In-N-Out, and I went there like 3, 4 times.
Yep.
Again, Jared, I would say like
Yeah.
it wasn't something that was
Yeah.
like great, but it was something that everybody
No.
talked about, and they're like, "Oh, dude, if you go there,
Mm-hmm.
you got to get In-N-Out," and it was good
Mm-hmm.
for what it was, like
Yep.
for the price and
Yep.
whatnot. But it wasn't great,
Yep.
but it was
Yep.
good.
Right. Yeah. That's 100%. That's the thing. When it's so funny because a lot of people there's like miscommunication where it's like, oh, In and Out. It's like because Californians, that's what we talk about. Like In and Out's a thing. And I'm sure the In and Out you went to, there was always busy. There was always a line
Oh
in the
yeah,
drive through. Like I mean, it's that every location is that way. But it's
Yeah.
absolutely a
Yeah.
California thing where it's like, oh, the food's so good. No, it's not bad. It's just good. But that's it. But
that's
it's
just what we do.
it's In and Out. Yeah, you're just
Yep.
and their service is always great. It's kind of like it's a lot.
It's almost like you're
It's a lot like
in
Chick-fil-A. You're
and
in
then
and
out.
out. You know, it's yeah. it's cool.
Oh my.
Hey, who's
Man,
saying?
it's cool.
Who's
Yeah.
saying? Who's in the chat saying they like Raising Canes?
So that's my nephew,
Oh,
Kyler.
candy cane.
Okay.
He said Raising Cane's. So here's the thing about Raising Cane's. I don't know. Have you guys been?
I have not.
So when I went
They have-
to Texas to visit my friend Adam, he took me to a couple places. So that was the first time I ever had Whataburger, was in Texas,
Okay.
and big fan, loved that. And then I also went to Raising Cane's. So Raising Cane's is like a chicken sandwich, chicken tenders, whatever. So it was
Like
it was good. The chicken was good. What made it was the sauce. Dude, the sauce, it was like I don't even know how to explain it. It was like you ever been to Red Robin and gotten like their campfire sauce?
No.
It's like a barbecue ranch-ish sauce, but it was also
Okay.
like peppery and like had a little bit of a like not hot, but just like a little bit of a kick to it. I don't even know how to explain it.
Right.
But it was
Yeah.
good. The sauce was like the chicken was just a vessel for the sauce. You're paying for the value meal for the sauce. Everything that came with it is just a way to eat more sauce. It was
So
really good.
it's a poor man's Chick-fil-A, is what you're telling me.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. But honestly, their sauce might be better than Chick-fil-A sauce.
Really?
And that's big.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
man.
that's quite a statement there.
that's big news coming from Aaron
Wow.
Yeah,
because
that's
you
quite
guys
a statement
know.
there.
Well, you guys might not know. And actually, I see in the chat here. So Junior Bender says Checkers. My brother says Cookout in North Carolina. Cookout's a good place.
Oh,
And then-
Cookout's good. Yeah.
It's funny.
Cookout's also in Boone.
It's funny. My boss is in here, Mary, and she said Yum. I'm not sure which one she was referring to, but Mary could tell you just how often I eat Chick-fil-A. And so for me to make a
He does eat
statement,
Chick-fil-A pretty often.
for me to make a statement that Chick-fil-A sauce is not as good as Raising Cane's, you just have to take
Wow.
my word for that one because
Wow.
that carries a lot of weight. But yeah, Brian, I want to tell you they are putting a Raising Cane's over in Harrisburg on not Union Deposit. I forget where. I'll have to look it up
What-
again. But they're putting one over there on that side of the over in that area by like the mall and all that.
I did see that. I can't remember where it's at either. Is it on 22? Is it on Route 20? I think it's on Route 22
Let me see
near
if I
the
can find it.
Colonial Park Mall.
Yes, Colonial
It's near
Park.
the
Yes,
Colonial Park
yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew as
Yeah.
soon as you
I
said it,
did
I
see
would
that
know.
the other day.
But yeah, so when that does come
Cool.
in, you'll have to give it a try and you'll have to let me know what you think. But I am
Is there Raising Cane's down in Dover? Is there
No.
one down there?
no Dover.
You had a have
Like
you,
Pennsylvania,
have you had,
Dover,
have you had
Dover,
a-
Pennsylvania doesn't have anything. They've got
have you had-
Jimininos and a Rudders.
They got Jim and Nina's and they got
Oh.
Bill Max ice cream. That's what they do have. That's what they do have.
That's
Those
true.
two things, Byron. Is Bill Max ice
I was
cream.
thinking
man.
I was thinking I had seen a Raising Cane somewhere, but maybe it's the one that you're talking about on.
Are you
on,
have you guys gone to that new I'm pretty sure it's fast food. It's fast food. That new
I don't
fast
know.
food joint on the Pike just opened. It's some like what is it?
Oh, that
Hot
Chicken.
chicken or something?
Dave's Hot Chicken or whatever.
Yeah,
I have not.
that It
Nope.
just opened.
Nope.
I
Just
have
opened.
not.
Next to the 967th car wash that is
Yeah,
on the pike.
yeah, you're not
There's a
And
car
kidding.
wash. I'm
and
like,
the
bro, for real? I was like, why don't I don't get it? I don't get it. Why? And
and the
they
and the
just keep getting bigger and
970.
bigger and more elaborate.
Yeah,
It's like a
they do.
huge like. I'm like, what is with the car washes? I don't
It's
get it.
crazy.
When the
Yeah.
model
Yeah,
of
it's
the
right.
car wash has changed too, because now it's like you have to pay for like I don't know if you guys know this, but both of those car washes, you pay for like a monthly membership.
Oh, you can, but
You can just
you can
go in
get
there
just a
and
single wash too.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Okay, I did
yeah.
not know that.
I've
I just
so
don't
the
know.
new F.
I'm trying to understand because everything's supply and demand. So I'm trying to understand
I know.
why is there. I was like, there can't possibly be that high of a demand for it. I was like, unless I
I
am
don't
just
know, dude.
completely oblivious. I don't see it. Do you see it? I
Every
Well,
don't see the demand
so
because there's a
I have to
massive
tell you
supply.
that this new F-250 that I have washed it more well, I've had it since just a year now. In that year, I've washed it more than all of my other cars, my wife's cars, my kids' cars combined.
Hmm,
So,
why?
and every time why? Because it's a nice vehicle and I
you
like
gotta
to keep it
take care
looking
of that
nice.
truck. That's a very nice
Hmm,
Yeah.
truck.
So,
hmm,
and Jared, I have to tell you that there's one of those proliferation of car washes over in Lemoyne,
hmm.
and that's where I go. And every time I go in there, man, it is packed. It's busier than snot. And so I mean, you go through the car wash. Snot's pretty busy, believe me.
It's not so busy.
So, but you go through the car wash, and then the vacuum is free, and they have all the rags and all that kind of stuff. It's all free. So, so you don't have to worry about having any of that
I get
stuff.
I get like the vacuum thing. I understand the vacuum if you want to like pull into one and like use the vacuum to
Yeah.
vacuum the car up a little bit or whatever. But I'm like, people like really wash their car that much. I just
So
let I just let it
during
rain and we're good.
dude, come on, man.
And that-
So during the summer, I wash it probably once a week. So, yep.
dude, what?
Hold the
What's wrong,
phone.
What?
Aaron?
What? What's Stewie?
There are
What's
people.
Stewie?
There
What's
are
Stewie
people
like?
in the chat that are saying some stuff,
Like what?
and it's messed up.
Like what?
So Kyle
Like
puts out there
Byron
that
shouldn't.
Dover is about to get a Wawa, which is true.
Really?
Dover's getting a Wawa, yeah. And then
Okay.
my
Oh
Grammy says,
wow.
"What is so great about Wawa?" Kyle says, "You're about to find out." And then Grammy says, "Better than Rutter's?"
Oh my gosh.
Um?
Wow. See? I don't know, dude.
I
I've never
could.
been impressed with rudders. I've never been impressed with rudders.
Oh, you done it now, Byron. You've done it
Oh,
now. You say you've never been impressed with rudders.
I've never been impressed with rudders.
Me personally, it's probably one of the
I.
most
Hey guys, we're gonna have to
amazing
end
gas
tonight
stations
because I
I've ever
can't
been
handle
to.
this anymore. We're gonna have to
Let me
just
tell you
end it.
something. Let me tell you something, Byron. That Rutter's chocolate milk. Talk about some sugar and just artificial sweeteners, baby. That chocolate
Oh,
milk is
I,
banging.
I don't. I'm not seeing it, dude. Not
Tell him,
seeing it.
Kyle.
Sorry.
Tell him, Kyle. Rudder's
Not seeing it.
food
Not seeing
compares
it.
to Sheets very close, if not
Well,
better.
I tell you,
Wawa
I'll tell you
tea,
what.
Wawa iced tea. Okay, Rudder's iced tea, very good. Wawa iced tea kind of tastes what I would expect cow
Tyreek says he
urine to
can't see
taste
the
like.
screen.
Um, what?
Wow.
Tyreek said
Okay.
he can't see the screen.
He can't see the screen. Let me give it the old refresh. Should be
We know
back up.
it's weird because the chat is not showing up on the screen, but it is showing up on the side. So now it's showing up.
I just gave it the old
That's
refresh,
weird.
so we'll see. I don't know what happened, but no. I mean, come
Oh,
on. Have you ever had Rudder's food?
I have. I have. I'm not
Oh,
impressed.
your taste is poor. That's all.
Well, so I have to say that Wawa is a close second to Sheetz. Well, I think they're close to Sheetz.
Oh,
Yeah,
Let me tell you
telling
something.
you,
Let me
oh,
dude.
tell you something, Byron. Before I moved out here, Stewie was like, "Oh yeah, man, when you come out here, there's this Rudders, and it's my favorite place in the world, all this kind
Ah,
of stuff." I thought it was like a shop that had like
it
rudders, like
is.
for like boats,
oh,
like yeah. I was like, "What are you
You thought
talking
I got
about,
my iced tea at a place
rudders?"
that
Yeah, I was
sells
like,
rudders for
I don't, I
boats?
don't, I don't understand. I don't understand because that's not we don't have that, in California.
yeah,
The whole like gas
yeah,
station where you go in and get food and eat and stuff like that. Like
yeah,
it's just no, like over there it's just a gas station
Chevron.
and like some snacks. Yeah, Chevroni.
yeah,
But like
yeah.
that's over here it's people are like,
Well,
oh, Wawa and
so I have to
Sheets and
tell you,
Rudders. You go in and get your dinner there. I'm
it's the
like,
same
huh?
way in the Midwest, Jared. I grew up in Nebraska, and when we moved out here in '88, and the first time I got introduced to Sheetz was I was over to Buddy's house, and I said, "Where are we eating tonight?" He said, "We're gonna go to Sheetz." I said, "Freaking gas station? You got to be kidding me!" So, but
Right.
I mean, it is. But the same
Freaking
way in
gas station.
Nebraska.
Like,
Yeah, that's right. As you bet your freaking chickens, it is.
Bet
But
your
bet your
freaking
freaking
it's
chickens.
chickens, man.
Bet your sweet
Bet your
bippy.
freaking chickens.
so. But in
Bet your
Nebraska,
freaking chickens.
every state in the freaking United States has got 7-Eleven. I hate
Yeah.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven does
7-Eleven is
suck.
they
I
suck.
just,
Them
yeah,
and
I just, this was so new
Unimart.
to me.
Unimart's the same way.
Yep.
So, but
What about
so
the
when I
bet your freaking chickens? What about Zaxby's chicken?
Never had Zaxby's.
ooh,
No?
that never had it. Never
Hmm.
had it.
Nope.
Never had it.
What about Long
So you
John
guys are gonna
Silver's?
Oh no. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
can't
ooh.
stand it. Can't
No.
stand it. Makes
No.
me
Is that
sick.
place still even open on the Pike? I have no
There's
idea.
yeah, it is.
It
I haven't
is
driven past that since we went to Rich Valley, which was a long
right
time ago.
right across from one of the best sheets in the area.
Oh.
That's right.
Listen,
That's right. Sheets right there, right next to a Red Robin, Byron.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we will
That's it.
we will wrap this up quick because Jared does have to work very early in the morning tomorrow.
Ah,
But really, really quick, what low key, I didn't give my answer yet. I would pick Chick-fil-A, like 100%, because Chick-fil-A is just very, very good. But a number two, KFC. KFC does not get any respect. They get no love.
they don't.
KFC is so
They
good.
don't.
Their mashed potatoes and gravy slap. Their mac and cheese
Dude,
slaps.
hmm.
So good.
their
Their bowls
bowls bang.
slap.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Yeah,
I could eat
they
KFC
are.
every day of my life. I wish I could
Every day
literally.
now,
I
Aaron?
would drink
Every
their
day?
gravy. I would drink their gravy.
Oh,
Pour it in a pitcher.
Okay.
Let me
All
pour it
right.
into a cup. I'll drink their gravy. It's so good.
I know, and I know your
oh,
arteries are just loving it.
Well, Baldo ate McDonald's every day for 13 years, and he had good
And I'm sure
cholesterol.
Baldo's
So,
arteries are loving it too.
well,
hey,
he's
I'm
doing just
telling you,
fine. Look at him.
dude. My cholesterol was better than my wife's, man. My wife, exercised and ate all the fruit and the yogurt and all that stupid little stuff, and I'm like, hey, yeah, it is what it
That's
is.
science. It checks out.
That's right. That's
That's
right.
it.
It's science. You bet. You bet. Well, okay.
So, Kyle,
My body has adjusted to my lifestyle.
All right.
So
Okay. Okay.
you saw the
Well,
rest of me, you would know that, Jared.
that's
okay.
why he's shoulder up. We all are.
That's right.
Okay.
Hold
That's
on.
right.
Right.
There we go.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yep.
Um,
That's
real
great.
quick, Kyle, we are not going there. Kyle says mashed potato bowls, so good, but
Yeah.
exit the body pretty stinking quick if you catch his drift.
Uh, oh,
So,
I don't know.
that's a Stewart thing. It's in the genes, if you know what I'm saying. If you don't get to the
I don't think.
bathroom soon,
Yes.
it's in the genes. Heyo.
Oh, get that one. I got that one.
See? Oh my. All right. Well, we had a good time. We talked about food. We talked about fast
Mhm.
food. We talked about what makes fast food fast food. And that was a heated debate. And still don't think we came to a firm resolution on that topic. But
Yeah, not really.
I
Mary's
would. So
definition
I
kind of
would.
ruined it for me. So thanks, Mary.
Yeah, right. So I would say that we put the ooh in food. So
we
there you go.
put the ooh in food.
We put the double loo in food.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well, we are gonna jump out of here so that way Jared can head home and go
Yep,
to
and
sleepy
go to
sleepy
sleep.
because he has to wake up at 4 in the morning to go to the gym
Hey, if Mary's
and then
still in
go
here, I
work for
might
12
call off.
hours. Yep, I would. Nope, don't say that. Kyle, thank you for being here. Whoever else, it says there's 4 people, so whoever's still here, thank
Yep.
you guys. Grammy, Mom, Mary,
Yep.
Junior, Michaela, all the people who are in here. We appreciate you guys. We do this for you. It's
Yep,
more
yes, we
fun.
do.
It's more fun for us when there's people talking and interacting for sure. So we appreciate you guys a ton. Next week it'll be me. It'll be potentially that guy or that guy. I don't know which way
There you
I'm
go.
right, but Baldo could be back.
Mhm.
Jared is working.
No.
Jared's not working, so Jared could be back 2 weeks in a
So-
row.
So I should
Wow.
be here.
Whoa!
gonna need-
Hold the
I'm
phones.
gonna need
I know.
CPR.
Sign him
about
to
that?
a
Wow.
contract. Somebody
How
get
about
that on the
that?
dotted line. Signature on
How
the
about
dotted
that?
line.
That's right.
You guys heard it here first. Next Tuesday, February 22nd, 2024, Jared Huss will make his second appearance in as many weeks. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
That's a streak. It's
That's
a
right,
streak.
baby.
Beat that
That's right.
streak.
That's right. That'll be a hard one to beat.
All right. Well, again, thank you guys very much. Baldo, thanks for jumping in. We appreciate you. You've kind of
Indeed.
become like a somewhat permanent fixture in this thing. So
Yeah, I
That's
know.
kind of scary. Kind of
we
scary.
appreciate you being here.
Yep.
And again, thank
Jared's
you guys
doing
all.
Baldo.
And we will see y'all next week. Later.
Later.
Bye.